She didn't want to go with her dad that day on Sunday, but...
On Sunday, April 26th, 15-year-old Alicia Markovich disappeared from her father's home in Blairsville. She was visiting him. She lives with her mother, Marcy, in Windber. Her father, John Markovich, says they had a fight and Alicia was angry when she left.
When parents get mad at their kids get mad at their parents, they hash it out or whatever. Sometimes they don't talk for a few hours and they patch things up or whatever. Or if she wants to stay mad, at least give me the silent treatment, but I didn't think I wouldn't see her again.
Well, I kept calling. I called that evening a couple times, you know, no answer on his phone.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
I called and I said, well, John, I'm going to bed. I said, I have to work in the morning. I said, please get Alicia home. That was about 11:30 then, I guess I went to bed. And then 1 o'clock the phone rings. Mars, she's gone. What kind of thing's that? I said, what are you talking about, she's gone? Well, I looked everywhere for her. I can't find her. Yeah. All night. What did you do all night till 1 a.m.?
Trooper Circle is asking anyone who travels along Route 22 near Blairsville, especially on that Sunday, to recall if they saw a girl along the roadway or getting into a car. Anyone with any information should call Indiana State Police Barracks at 412-357-2888.
And just hope and pray to God that she comes home safe.
Mary Parks, News Center 6, Blairsville.
Well, nobody's seen her since. There was a couple I knew, Alicia Markovich. She used to be on WWBR in Windber. She had a polka thing on there, polka party time. Her name was Alicia, and her husband's name was Bernie. So I named Alicia Bernice. That's how I came up with her name, after them. I got her in brownies and Girl Scouts. And I have a picture of her and Valerie. I tried to do whatever I could to get her involved because she didn't have brothers and sisters, you know. But at least she loved her cats. She always had a kitty. Yeah.
We've known each other since kindergarten. We didn't really hang out until we were 6th grade, would have been what, 12? Yeah, so probably around 12. Then when we were in high school, we would always go to her house after school because she just lived right up the road from the high school. And then we would sometimes walk to my house, which was at the stadium at that time. And that's, yeah.
Like when you go over to Alicia's, what would you do?
We would listen to music in her room, you know, or do our homework. She liked to wrestle. Boy, she was spunky and loved to wrestle. She always kicked my ass. Always kicked my ass. Yeah, and then we hung out a lot with I don't know if you remember Shannon Fogel. So she actually was around a lot too back then.
I was the poor kid. I was always the poor kid in school and got picked on. And I vaguely remember her, you know, standing by my side and, you know, standing up for me and not picking on me. She was always the one who would stop the bullying. Yeah, I spent Christmas with them one time. She got an Atari. And I was jealous because I was so poor and I wanted an Atari. Alicia, she was a good track star. I mean, she ran her ass off. She was very, very fast when she was in track. It was just we were all sitting around in her bedroom. I believe it was upstairs because the apartment was empty upstairs. No, it was downstairs in her bedroom because her bedroom, when you walked in, the kitchen was there. It was the living room, and back the hall was her bedroom. We were all in the bedroom around a circle, candle lit, and like we were having a seance on, trying to find Jim Morrison. Jim Morrison, if you could hear us, just little kid shit like they were doing.
Whose idea was it?
It was hers. It was me and her, and I cannot remember the rest of the people that was there. There was at least 4 of us. I don't know who it was. I just don't remember who the girl was that stood up, but she just shook her hair and made it all bushy like Jim Morrison, like his hair was. And when we turned the lights back on, Alicia saw just glimpsed, and then she went into like a panic. Startled her. She kind of went into a panic attack. She liked Jim Morrison. He loved the doors all over her wall.
My name's Chuck Garris. We used to live over here right beside Alicia's dad. She lived in Windber at the time. She would come down every weekend. So we always had a good time. I think we're probably 8 years old when we met her. When we moved out, I think we were 12, but yep.
What kind of music?
Always Led Zeppelin, Doors, just the old 80s stuff. Between my brothers and sisters, and Alicia, we all wrestled. She would come over, we'd all wrestle. We'd all just we had bunk beds in our bedroom, and we'd just, play WWF. All we did. So, like I said, our tire swing was there. We used to push each other in the tire swing, and then we would try to get the next person into the tree, ram them into the tree while they're on the swing. I mean, we always had a good time.
Like, my memories are like us always walking on Graham Avenue, going to the mall, show this pizza, smoking before school, after school, smoking in school, me and her being in. We would walk down through Windber, where like all the other kids were all hanging out on the side of the streets, or kids with cars were cruising up and down Graham Avenue, and we would just all get together and hang out, sometimes on my porch right there where I lived on Graham Avenue. Well, we always went to Nemo's and got pizza. Like all the time, chronically. A picture of Alicia and Lori Stoops in my bedroom with all my posters on the wall from the rock bands of the 80s, and they were hiding from me, as I always was taking pictures. I had a camera and I was always trying to take pictures. There was another time her and I got into wrestling at her mom's. Things got a little bit rough between the two of us. And it was time for me. I had to go home, like curfew or whatever. So like we were stupid and we made this little thing like, let's meet tomorrow after school and I'm gonna kick your ass, And she actually showed up at my house after school and I had on a pair of fuchsia corduroy pants. And she looked at me and she was like, what'd you do? Find the ugliest pair of pants you could find to get your ass kicked in? And, like, we just started laughing, and that was the end of it. I mean, I just thought that was hilarious. She was just picking on my freaking pants. And Alicia was at my house that day, and my mom had just bought me some clothes and had them laid out on my bed. So Alicia came home with me. We go upstairs and going through the stuff that my mom had bought me. And my mom had bought me Made in USA red, white, and blue underwear. And Alicia grabbed them and put them on her head and just started dancing around. And she wore them, like, for a long time on her head that night. She had a great, sarcastic, witty humor. Her and my mom used to pick on each other all the time, and my mom would be getting ready to go out, and she'd say stupid stuff to my mom, like, oh my God, you're going out in that, and, pick on her, and so it was always fun between the two of them, always picking at each other. And she was one of those people that was always looking out for the underdog also. You just don't pick on people in front of her or single them out and disclude them, because she would go over and make friends for them and like with them and stick up for them. And she just didn't take no crap from people, no crap from nobody at all. And she didn't have a problem speaking her mind.
I always remembered her laugh. You could be walking through the halls in school, even at a football game on Fridays, and you heard her laugh and you knew it was her. And it was a laugh that once you heard it, you were laughing. You didn't know what you were laughing at. Her making faces, always put her tongue off to the side, you know, just to crack people up. She was always there for everybody. You know, shoot the breeze or go to Anderson's, get some candy. But she was just an absolutely sweet, wonderful, wonderful human being. And I miss her dearly.
Told you I had a good family. They're always good to me. My sister's the oldest, I'm the youngest of 4. My brothers taught me how to be rowdy, and my mom and sis taught me how to cook and praise God. Got married real young at 13. Had Alicia at 14, and I was married 9 years. I met him when I was 12. Down in Rummel, a little town in Windber. He was 7 years older than me. All of us girls were sitting on a church step in Rummel, and John come by in his purple Plymouth. It was lilac color. John kind of chased me, and all my friends were like, "Don't go with him, Mars, don't go with him." And I got in the car with them, and that was history. Stuff. To be in love again, huh? We had a good 5 years of marriage. We did. We were happy. He'd take us to McDonald's on Sunday, and we basically had a good life for a while, till he started going haywire.